Center for Syrian Studies has for a number of years now partnered with ESCWA in the National Agenda for Syria program. Out of that partnership has come two reports. The first report, Syria at War, 5 years on, was the product of a period when the conflict was militarily raging, and as such, understandably, one of the main themes addressed in the report was the plight of displaced persons and refugees and what could be done to ameliorate their situation. The second report, Syria at War 8 years on, which is the subject of the current launch, was the product of a slightly different context when it looked as if the military conflict was winding down. In this respect, the role of the Center for Syrian Studies was to identify the political context in which the conflict had taken place, and particularly how the heritage of this political conflict would arguably affect the prospects for peace building.
The report shows the devastation, many facets of socio-economic devastation that has occurred as a result of the war. For example, the total cost, economic costs of the war has now exceeded $450 billion. So more than 12 million people are in need of humanitarian assistance. 6 million people are in need of food assistance. More than 6 million people are considered to be internally displaced. 5.5 million people are refugees. So if we were to use the same poverty rate that Syria had prior to the crisis, then 70% of the population would be considered to be poor.